It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. Here's a give to Carter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff for Carter. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A good strong run there by Michael Carter, reminiscent of his days at North Carolina. A 1,000-yard rusher each of his last 2 years at Chapel Hill, despite being in a timeshare with Javonte Williams, who was a second-round pick of the Denver Broncos. Carter, the second pick of the 4th round, out of UNC. He could be the Jets' leading rusher moving forward.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Here we go. I thought the Jets had a really impressive draft in 2021. They took quarterback Zach Wilson at 2. Got line help with Elijah Vera-Tucker after they traded with Minnesota at 14. And then went and grabbed this man, Elijah Moore from Ole Miss, with the 2nd pick of round 2. Plenty of targets to go around, a fairly thin receiving core now. And Elijah Moore, so explosive, picks up the first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
On the top. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal from the 3. Carter. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It will be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Out of his end zone, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Carter again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Play fake, Mariota. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. Fielded at the 33. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. First carry for the former Tar Heel, Michael Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Carter. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 39. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Wilson. A throw to the flat for Carter. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play that time by the Jets. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They go play action. Mariota. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. It's a big play there for Atlanta. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Patterson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Davis. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mike Davis. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. They'll run with Carter. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. John Franklin Myers breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to go down again. John Franklin Myers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Oh, going for Sanders downfield, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Coup now for the point after. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They'll run. It's Carter. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He'll check this one down to Carter. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carter. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Michael Carter with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. At their own 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. after the sack on first down. Newton. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Now Wilson on first down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He'll dump this off to Carter, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it's caught. And the Jets are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run for it with Carter. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Carter in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Play action, it's Newton. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They go play action with Wilson. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, a run with Carter. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Here's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw is Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On second down now, it's Carter, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. Off play action, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
3rd and short, and they decided not to run for it, and he's able to escape the pressure, finds a clear throwing lane outside the pocket, gets the completion, and picks up the first down.
Newton's throw caught by Sanders. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Again, Newton. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. And he gets it down to the 32.
Mike Davis, such a revelation for the Panthers last year, subbing for the injured Christian McCaffrey much of the season. Did a nice job running the ball, but wound up with 59 catches, easily a career high, and the 4th most by a running back in the NFL.
Newton on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Tight ends right. Watch time.
20.
Check. 4 down.
Now Newton. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Falcons on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17.
Check. 42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic.
I got it.
To throw is Newton. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll go again with Carter. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Wilson snags it left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Carter once more. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack.
It's 2nd down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Let's go, Charlie. We got this.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
Let's go, baby.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
20.
One last throw here for Newton. Got his tight end. It's Jaden Graham.